You get carded to get a pack of cigarettes. So what's more important, cigarettes, booze, flying, or your vote? I would absolutely argue that there's only one that will be the determinator of your children's future, and that will be your vote. In the most Democrat county in Florida, this is the famous Miami-Dade County, right? The one with the hanging chads, George W. Bush, if you were around long enough to remember that. This is the county where they're always trying to bamboozle some little things, right? When Ron DeSantis won his governorship, you remember Miami-Dade, they stopped counting, right? They were trying to pull all the tomfoolery, trickery, and complete garbage, right? And they stopped counting. There were all this weird stuff going on in Miami-Dade. They had this corrupt official that was in charge of the counting there. Ron DeSantis, of course, won. They weren't expecting that, but he won by a very thin margin. Not anymore. Not anymore. And even in that county that supposedly was, they were trying to pull all the funny math, right? Fuzzy, funny math. They were trying to do all this late night stop counting thing. You saw this in Michigan. You saw this in Virginia this last time, right? Where counties you saw it in Georgia, where counties just stopped counting or you didn't get the numbers. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, election transparency is important. And what is important is that you are open-eyed and able to see a process ongoing. All Americans want and all we ever want is fair and free elections that are auditable and verifiable, and that one person equals one vote. It's not too much to ask for. It is not too much to say, hey, listen, you need an ID to get on the plane. I just hopped off a plane. They asked me for my ID 5 times, okay? You want to order a drink at the airport. I didn't. I wish I had, but I would get carded there. You get carded to get a pack of cigarettes. So what's more important, cigarettes, booze, flying, or your vote? I would absolutely argue that there's only one that will be the determinator of your children's future, and that will be your vote. And that is why I'm very proud of the parents in Florida determining their children's future is going to be free, damn it, even in Democrat-controlled, corrupt Miami-Dade. That's right. 28-point swing for Ron DeSantis, winning in a landslide in the most, there's been no vote yet, but by polling, he is destroying inside the most Democrat county in Florida. Man, Florida is lost for Democrats for a very, very long time, hopefully forever. Let's read the article from Breitbart.com. Democrat South Florida County Miami-Dade gave Governor Ron DeSantis high favorability ratings on Monday, according to a Bendix and Armandi poll. Miami-Dade electorate handed DeSantis a 7-point margin of favorability in a county where Democrats have 163,000 more registered voters than Republican. The poll was conducted with 39% Democrats and 37% Republican respondents, so even the poll itself was weighted towards Democrats. The poll sampled 800 people in mid-March, with a margin of error ±3. Miami-Dade has been a Democrat stronghold for years. For instance, DeSantis in 2018, when he was running against Andrew Gillum, won the state by 21 percentage points, representing a 28-point swing in 4 years. In 2016, Hillary Clinton won Miami-Dade with over 30 percentage points. So this has been a huge Democrat stronghold. In 2020, Biden won the county by a margin of 7 percentage points. Comparing Biden victory to Monday's polling, DeSantis earned a 14-point swing in 2 years. The terrible polling for Democrats seems to hinge on Hispanic voters. 51% of Biden view Biden negatively, that is the Hispanic voting population. Among Cuban Hispanics, Biden's disapproval climbs to 59%. 37% of Cubans said that they have a favorable view of the president. In contrast, both DeSantis and former President Donald Trump hold a 55% approval rating among Cubans. Wow. Why is it that they won't bring in more Cuban dissidents? Yikes. In my neighborhood, there are a ton of Cuban Hispanics, and those Cuban Hispanics were marching down the road when I moved here, screaming F communism and F. Fidel Castro. This was when there was like a Cuban uprising in Cuba this summer. Of course, the Biden administration did nothing to help them out. Well, you can now see why. The poll revealed that Trump trounces Biden, and he trounces DeSantis in the 2024 primary. Donald Trump, very, very popular in that population and very, very popular in that part of the state. There's a cleavage in the Hispanic vote between Cuban and non-Cuban Hispanics. For Democrats to enjoy this type of margin they've historically been accustomed to in Miami-Dade, they need to get back to the basics. Yeah, what's that? What's that mean? This is from a pollster, Ferdinand Armandi at the Miami Herald. Yeah, what's back to the basics? Hey, vote for me and I won't let it get to $12 gas. Vote for me and I'll make sure that your grocery bills continue to triple year over year. Your savings become worthless. The American dollar becomes worthless. Vote for me and I'll make sure there's 379,000 genders and that we push total and complete indoctrination, sexual indoctrination on your children. Yeah, that's an awesome pitch for conservative and Christian Hispanics. That's totally why they fled their corrupt nations to come here. These people. No, they're lost forever. And by the way, the Wall Street Journal had a poll just last week saying that Hispanics are just clobbering Biden. This is parsing out Cuban Hispanics, which are absolutely conservative, but this is saying that the Wall Street Journal was saying that all Hispanics, by measure, in America are swinging wildly right. Very, very bad signs for the Democrats and very, very good news if you want a free nation. And maybe they'll finally close the border if these numbers play out in 2022. We will see. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you for tuning into our later show today. I want to thank you for watching. My name is Benny Johnson. This is The Benny Show. We stand for God, family, country on this show. We were born free men and women, and we intend to stay that way. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep fighting. Let's keep memeing. Let's go save America. See ya. Thank you for watching. We are 100% independent news. Are you sick of being lied to? We certainly are. That's why we started this channel. But we can't do it without you. We can't keep going without your help. All we ask is that you click like and subscribe and share this video. It's free, and it keeps us going. It keeps us growing and keeps us getting the truth out there to break the rotten corporate media infrastructure that wants to lie to you every single day, wants to corrupt your narratives, your truth, your story, and your very society. So support us by clicking like, clicking subscribe, and thank you, Patriots.